Welcome to Group 3's presentation on the Baha'i Faith. The Baha'i Faith is a monotheistic religion, meaning they believe in one God. It was founded in the 19th century by Baha'u'llah in Persia, which is modern-day Iran. It emphasizes the spiritual unity of all humankind and teaches that religious history has unfolded through a series of divine messengers, each of whom brought teachings suited to the needs of their time and place. Baha'is believe that Baha'u'llah is the most recent of these messengers or manifestations of God, following figures such as Abraham, Moses, Buddha, Krishna, Zoroaster, Jesus, and Muhammad. Baha'i temples have been built in almost every major country. Here are a couple examples. There are currently around 5 to 8 million Baha'is worldwide. There are 10 key principles of the Baha'i faith. The first is unity of God, unity of religion, unity of humanity, equality of men and women, elimination of prejudices, world peace, harmony of science and religion, independent investigation of truth, universal education, and economic justice. There are many practices in the Baha'i faith. First is prayer and meditation, which occur daily. There is a 19-day feast. There is an annual fast, which occurs in the month of March. There are many holy days. The Baha'is believe in administrative order and in social and economic development. The Baha'i faith has many sacred texts. The first is the Kitabi Aqeedas, which is their most holy book. There's the hidden words, the 7 valleys and the 4 valleys, and the tablets of Baha'u'llah. So, as a clinician, how can we support our clients of the Baha'i faith? First, we can show respect for their beliefs and practices. This includes listening and showing interest in their faith, including acknowledging their holidays and fasting periods. This can look like scheduling your appointments with awareness of their holy days and when fasting, along with making sure you schedule in times for prayer or meditation during your sessions. Next, there are ways that you can incorporate spirituality into your therapy. This can be including them into your therapeutic discussions and interventions, recognizing the role of the faith in their life and in coping mechanisms. This could look like exploring how the client's faith provides strength and support during difficult times, and focusing on the Baha'i principles of unity. What are some ways that we can educate ourselves as clinicians? This can be taking time to educate ourselves on the Baha'i faith and its teaching and practices. This can include looking into key texts and relevant information, including concepts such as the unity of humanity, the harmony of science and religion, and the importance of service. We have a resource that I'll point out at the end, linked in our references. This next one is so important, the use of inclusive language. As a clinician, you can use language that is respectful, avoiding assumptions or stereotypes about the Baha'i faith or the client's experiences. This can be done by asking open-ended questions rather than making assumptions about the faith. You can build rapport with your clients through shared values. There are important values in the Baha'i faith, such as justice, equality, and peace. You can discuss your involvement, the client's involvement in the community, and link these activities to their therapeutic goals and personal growth. It's also important to maintain professional boundaries. This can look like, while you're being empathetic and supportive, you refrain from imposing your own beliefs or becoming overly involved in the client's religious activities. That's a fine line to walk between building rapport and discussing the client's faith while still maintaining that boundary. Next, you have to maintain confidentiality and trust. You have to be transparent about the therapeutic process and respectful of the client's privacy. This includes clearly explaining your confidentiality policies and making sure that the client feels safe to share sensitive information. And then there's a way that we can take a holistic approach to well-being, considering the physical, emotional, and spiritual dimensions of our clients' well-being. This can look like discussions about spiritual practices such as prayer and meditation into the therapy plan for tools for stress management and emotional regulation. We can look at a strength-based approach, recognizing and building upon the client's spiritual strengths and resilience. This can look like highlighting the client's commitment to service and community as a source of strength and resilience, and use these qualities to support the therapeutic progress. To wrap this up, a clinician working with a Baha'i client should demonstrate respect for the client's beliefs, incorporate spirituality into therapy, use inclusive language, build rapport through shared values, maintain professional boundaries, ensure confidentiality, and adopt a holistic and strength-based approach. This culturally sensitive behavior fosters a therapeutic environment that respects the client's faith and supports their overall well-being. These are our references that we used to learn about the Baha'i faith. One I'd like to point out is Baha'i International Community. The second reference is a website created by the Baha'i faith community, and it goes over a lot of their religious practices, their sacred texts, and holidays, and it's an overall amazing resource. Thank you so much for learning about the Baha'i faith with us.